Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. Yep, it is that time once again, and it is I, your host, Power Jusho. Welcome back, everybody, and also Merry Christmas. At time of this recording, it is Christmas. So uh, yeah, hooray, Merry Christmas to everyone. But again, this is gonna be not probably, this will be uploaded after the fact, but Merry Post Christmas. Christmas is finally here. Rated 12 whole months for it to be here. It's finally here, but it's almost over, unfortunately. But hopefully you guys had a good Christmas. Tell me what you guys got for Christmas in the comment section down below. For me, first things first. We got some articles. They're not super long as far as I've seen. These articles are from Persona Central, so please guys check them out. Links will be in the description of the YouTube and audio podcast. Please check out Persona Central. But before we get into the article, of course we gotta do like 5-10 minutes of what's happening in real life and whatnot. So today is Christmas. Some presents I got. One of them was I finally got Cyberpunk 2077. So I mean the game's somewhat better now. So it was like, yeah, if someone would it's part of a Amazon list I gave to my family. Just like, yeah, if you guys can get me anything from this list, that'd be cool. And one of them got me a Cyberpunk 2077. So I told my D&D group, just like, when Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, I'm gonna recreate my D&D character. Just like, okay, guess I'm gonna be doing this. So not sure if I'll get the expansion. Maybe, probably, depending on if I like the game very much or not. But there's that. I also got Shin Ultraman Blu-rays. That's really awesome. And got the Ultraman Ginga as a complete collection. What kind of sucks is that it didn't come with the slipcover for the collection for the Blu-ray, and it's just it's just the case itself, because every other at least as far as I know, every other I believe what's Heisei or revival Ultraman series, since Ultraman Ginga to up to now has a slipcover, and I'm missing one for this one, and from last year's gift was Ultraman Orbs what was the thing again, Ultraman Orb Origin Saga. Yeah, Origin Saga. So missing covers for that too. So yeah, kind of sucks that it didn't come with that. It really looks out of place when there's no slip cover for it. So yeah, and it's only there's no title on it on the cover of the Blu-ray, and no reversible covers either. So that kind of sucks. And what's I got another family member got me an electric razor, so yeah, pretty cool. And then other family members got me clothing, a whole bunch of shirts and some shoes. And I'm gonna lie, they tell me that, oh hey man, you have so many clothes, you have too many clothes. But then they buy me more clothes. I'm just like, I mean, you guys are not really helping out with the problem. You're giving me more clothes, yet saying I have too much clothes. It's kind of counterintuitive, don't you think? But yeah, so there's that. What else? What else? Okay, so within the last 2 weeks, oh yeah, my copy of Like a Dragon Gaiden is supposed to be coming in. Well, got my confirmation email last week and just got an update. Literally just a couple minutes before I start recording, saying that, oh yeah, it's arriving tomorrow. Just like, yeah, that's awesome. So finally gonna be playing that, and the English dub is out, which I have not checked out any footage of the English dub yet. So I'm going in completely blind, and I'm gonna post my let's try of that up on the channel whenever I'm able to get to that. So hopefully guys check out my main channel for that. So again, links will be in the description below. Um, so let's see here. What else has been happening? Work has been alright. A guy quit to go join the competition for $1 more, so yeah, that happened. He was a good worker, like, and I liked him. He was pretty awesome. But I do know, like, and I kind of agree with, like, he's saying, like, yeah, some of the co-workers are not really, they don't really have work ethic, so they just like, And I have another co-worker who's gonna be leaving when the year starts, like literally the week after the year starts. So it's just like, oh man, I'm gonna be almost like basically by myself with no real help. So yeah, that really sucks. And I'm gonna try to find another position within the job. Just like I'm not working with them because I don't like them. Like they don't work hard. The world, they barely work at all. They really they lack in motivation. And I mean, one of the guys even said, "Dude, I want to get fired so bad. Just like then then just quit. If you want to get fired, just quit." I'm guessing like, oh, give me a severance package, or probably, I have no idea, but like, dude, if you don't like the job, just leave, But yeah, just work is iffy, so hopefully it gets better. Just fingers crossed. I hope it gets better. But yeah, just looking around to see anything else. Also, oh yeah, I've started Persona 5 Tactica on the channel, so that is going smoothly. I've almost finished recording the game too. I know I'm late on, the initial upload. I didn't like upload. Oh yeah, same day, day as the release date, but I did, well, I got it late, that was the first thing, but yeah, I think I was like 2 weeks post-release when I started uploading, so yeah, but yeah, I've been having a constant uploads for the time being, and it's doing alright, just hopefully you guys can check out the content, because I'm not gonna lie, it's not that bad of a game, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's just it's fun. It's a fun game. First time playing a tactics style game like this compared to like Fire Emblem and Devil Survivor. It's a pretty it's a pretty cool game. Pretty cool game. So yeah, that might be. As the time of this episode of recording, I've got up to episode 20 edited and rendered, and what's uploaded now is episode 5. So yeah, I have a good a good amount of episodes done. So, and yeah, it's not caught up to like editing and recording, but getting very close. I think like either like a session or two behind. So that is I think that's good progress, good progress. But yeah, I think we are good for the uh good for the real life updates. But now let us get into the news topics. So let's just switch over to.
Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by W. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. There's also no fillers or artificial dyes. W contains vitamins like B3, B6, C, amino acids, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. W allows you to have faster reaction times paired with laser sharp focus. They have a variety of tubs, shakers, and accessories to choose from. For example, they have these sample cups here, and it comes with 4 different samples. Like we got Dragonade, Galaxy Grenade, Dub Sludge, and Beach and Peach. All for a low price of about $18, so less than 20 bucks. But if you use my code PowerJ at checkout, you can save 10% on your order. So what are you guys waiting for? You guys save 10% on your order and anything else on the site with the code PowerJ. So please go to the site, link will be down in the description below, and back to the video.
Here. And like always, we're on Persona Central, so guys, please check out Persona Central. All links of and any articles seen here will be linked down in the description below. So guys, please check them out. Again, links down in the description below. Support them, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever they are available. Please check them out. So, first article of the day. Got Persona 3 Reload Aigus Koromaru Ken Shinji profiles with Velvet Room and online details with screenshots. Alright. And of course, Aigus just looking awesome. And that's Origin mode activating right there. So Aigus has released Atlas has released new information on Persona 3 Reload. This includes details on the remaining members of C's, Aigus, Koromaru, Kanamata, and Shinjo Aragaki, with the reveal of their new battle outfits. Additionally, there are new details on the in-game shops with Velvet Room and online functionality. So, Aigus, Japanese voice actress is Maya Sakamoto, with new English voice actress Dawn M. Bennett. Weapons, firearms, initial persona Palladian, specialization piercing and support, and 3rd or G mode activation. So, Aigus attacks enemies with her built-in firearms. Upon activating 3rd, she deals heavy piercing damage on all enemies regardless of resistance, and shifts into automatic control mode called Orgia mode. In Orgia mode, she acts independently for a while, executing actions without specific instructions, while experiencing a significant boost in both attacks and defense capabilities. So here we have, of course, Aigus, and kind of wish they had higher quality screenshots, but oh well. So Orgia mode, there it goes. Palladian. Actually, I think that looks a bit better. And her summoning the persona. Okay, Koromaru, having a Japanese voice actor, Shinya Takahashi, with a weapon of a dagger, initial persona being Cerberus, specialization Dark, and 3rd Dark Hound. Okay, so we haven't seen his 3rd yet in any of the trailers, so this is good. This is something brand new. Clutching a dagger in his mouth, Koromaru darts about freely launching attacks. His initial persona is Cerberus, specializing in dark attribute skills. His 3rd Black Hound. I was about to say Dark Hound or Black Hound. Black Hound delivers dark heavy damage to a single enemy, ignoring target's resistance. Okay, so pretty good, ignoring resistance. Okay, there's attack, Cerberus, and okay, that's not the activation of the 3rd, but kind of wish, we saw a little bit of it here, at least a screenshot of it. But, okay, get to see, looks like it's, one of the knights there. Is that a knight? I mean, kind of looks like it. Maybe not, maybe. And we've got Kanemata, Japanese voice actors, Megumi Ogata, and English being Justine Lee. The weapons: long spear, initial persona nemesis, specialization in light, theurgy is divine punishment. Employing a long spear, Kanemata compensates for his small stature by fighting with extended reach. His initial persona is nemesis. Proficient in light attributes, his theurgy divine punishment inflicts heavy damage of light damage to a single enemy, regardless of Resistances. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just stammering over my words recently. There we got Ken. Again, boom, boom. Battle. Oh, and we got a little splash screen of his all-out tag. Don't look down on me. Nemesis. And that looks like divine punishment. Okay, and last but not least of the season member, Shinjiro Aragaki. Japanese voice actor Kazuya Nakai, English Justice Slocum. Slocum? I don't know. Weapon, blunt weapons, initial persona Castor, specializations, physical skills, and theurgy bloody strike. Using large blunt weapons such as axes and hammers. I mean, would you really call axes blunt? I mean, they do have a sharp side, so I mean, I don't know. Shinjiro Aragaki executes powerful attacks. Proficient in various physical skills, his theurgy bloody strikes inflicts a heavy of striking damage to a single enemy, regardless of resistance. I mean, come on, like you call this a blunt weapon? Like this is serious. Like it should be, like, okay, so we have like piercing, strike, and like slash. I mean, this should, like, consider, being a strike, but oh well. But like his pose, that looks really awesome. That's a cool pose with his new C's outfit. Looks pretty awesome. Okay, now the weapon, now the hammer, that's a blunt weapon. And Castor, and just something. Alright. So the Velvet Room. Okay, I have not seen this. This is, I believe, from the Sega Asia account. Let's check this out real quick. I have not seen this.
ようこそ我がベルベットルームへ。
Oh.
ここは夢と現実、精神と物質の狭間にある場所。私の名はイゴール。お初にお目にかかります。
That's weird seeing his mouth open.
役割
Oh, that looks cool. Oh, that looks cool. All right, go back a little bit. Okay, that is a cool updated take for the menu for the Velvet Room.
私の役
Okay, so we were fusion, compendium summon, and compendium registration. Okay.
割それは
Okay, normal. So it's the two, special spread and search special. Wait, search spread. Oh, okay. So we do have, I believe it was mentioned before that, I think I saw this on Twitter. I'm not sure we covered this last time, but I believe, like, the fusions from, or the way to fusion from, I believe, Soul Hackers 2, and also Streaming Up Tensei 5 comes back here, where you can fusion out of the compendium. Now, I believe prior, you at least need to have one persona in the party, I think, or something along the lines of that. Man, like I'm playing Tactica, and like you're able to if you have at least one persona in the party, you can take a persona out of the compendium and then fuse it. And then you have to pay the cost of, the summing of the persona in the compendium. So the search special might be that too.
新たなペルソナを生み出すこと。
Okay, so looks like selecting the first persona and then the second.
お持ちの
Oh god. I was thinking like, oh, it's just an image of Igor, but no, it's a 3D model.
ペルソナカードを複数掛け合わせ、一つの新たな姿へと転生させる。いわばペルソナの合体でございます。カードを手に入れ
Okay, oh that's cool. Okay, I mean, I do like like in the original where it's just like, oh, they go up into the clock and then they come together basically like at midnight, and that's how it goes. But this looks cool too.
られたなら、ぜひともこちらへお持ちください。さて、こちらはエリザベス。同じくここの住人だ。
エリザベスでございます。お見知りおき
Hi, Elizabeth.
実は
Okay, yeah, it was mentioned earlier. So like, of course, they updated the whole area of the mall, and they mentioned that okay, so instead of having to go to like the front of the police station to get the weapons, you go to the back alley, and then go to like I think this door here leads to the police station, so you're doing everything in the back. Yeah, so that is pretty cool. That the that the back alley is having more use.
折り入ってお願いがございます。もしよろしければ私よりの依頼にお答え
Okay,
ください。
so got her quest here, so it makes a return. And there are deadlines, but seems like we need to get a level 13 demon of something, and I can't read anything else.
もしよろしければ私よりの依頼にお答えくださいませんでしょうか。
Okay, so you have to get an item, and then as a reward, we will get 5 of something, perhaps?
もちろん依頼達成の暁には相応の報酬もご用意しております。
さて、あなたのいらっしゃる現実では多少の時間が流れたようです。これ以上のお引き止めはできますまい。では、再びまみえる時までごきげんよう。
Oh, that is cool. Elizabeth is right at the entrance there. oh, that is cool. That is if you're not paying attention, you'll just like slip by and then she just slips by. Okay, that is pretty cool. That's a nice little detail, but it would be really cool, like at random, like you see something like within like these doors here, like or something like pops out. I mean, that would be like something really cool. But I mean, who knows what'll happen? Just gotta wait until the game comes out. But yeah, continuing on, a special space called the Velvet Room that only the protagonist can visit. Here, the protagonist can fuse personas to create new ones through persona fusion and register personas into the persona compendium. So yeah, basically the images, just like, oh yeah, you can fuse, make a Jack Frost, and then the fusions, after a certain point, when you fuse, it gets level ups when you have a certain amount of social links ranks. So I believe it's like if you have like, if I'm remembering right, like if you have like 10 max social link, like you basically get like 5 or so level ups, I believe, something along that. In the Velvet Room, which exists in the realm between dream and reality, mind and matter, the residents, Igor and Elizabeth, collaborate to strengthen the protagonist's persona skills, persona abilities. Persona fusions become an indis- indis- indispensable, I believe, element in the enhancing the power to fight the Dark Hour. Okay, so Velvet Master Igor, uh, Japanese VA is Ben Shimada, and I believe I heard this on Twitter that I I think it was like the voice actor of Shadow. Let me search up real quick. I think it like Grant something. He is also the voice of Sayax in Kingdom Hearts. Let me search up Kingdom Hearts. Sayax voice actor Cook Thorne. Yeah. Cook Thorne is I believe it's supposed to be the VA for Igor in this game. So hopefully, I think he was the same voice actor in Persona 5. So, yeah. Yeah, glad he's coming back. And the room's resident, Elizabeth, Japanese voice actor Miyuki Sabashiro, and returning to reprise her role, one of the, well, the only one reprising her role, Tara Platt. Again, well, let me just make sure. Um, Where's that tab again? I was just there. I'm just on it. There we go. Kirk Thornton, Persona 5. Okay, behind the voice actor, there we go. Games. Okay, yeah, confirm. Well, like, reload. Where's the Persona 5? Persona 5. Yep. Oh, and he was the SIU director. Yep. Okay. So, is this the Evil League or the?
My name.
Yep. And that was very loud. Okay, so it is the the original Igor. That he was playing in Persona 5, and now he's back as Igor here. So yeah, Terra Platt being the only original voice actor to come back from Persona 3, coming back here. A resident of the Velvet Room, Elizabeth serves as the. Oh yeah, let me just turn that back on. There we go. Elizabeth serves as the elevator attendant. She plays a role in managing and recording the personas summoned by the protagonist. As she rarely ventures into the outside world, she expresses curiosity about matters in the protagonist's world and often makes various requests. A whole bunch of requests. Okay. So, Persona Fusions. So we saw a little glimpse of it. Persona Fusions allow the protagonist to combine their existing personas to create new ones. There are several types of fusions, including dual fusions, where two personas are merged, special fusions, which involves three or more personas, and search fusions, which allows searching for fusion options from currently held personas. Alright, so, like 4%. So this is most likely the compendium. Not sure what the blue card means, but we'll find out later. A persona obtained through battle of fusion can be registered in the persona compendium. A persona stored in the compendium can be retrieved and added to the current lineup by paying a fee. And also, something that I did like in Persona like Tactica is that when you get like if you have like a current persona in the party, and you just so happen to find like another copy of the persona, the persona that you got, like and like, let me try that again. Let's say you have an Ose in your party, right? And then, after you defeat a battle, oh, you got another Ose from that. Your Ose will basically get experience and basically like can get more experiences from that copy. So it'd be cool if that was implemented into Reload. I'm not sure if it will. I doubt it, but it would be cool nonetheless. Okay, so the Compendium. When performing persona fusions, some personas may be born in a conception state. By growing the personas in the conception state up to a certain level, you may obtain specific items. Oh yeah, the heart. Yeah, like I was like for the longest time, like before I was like really into the internet, like I was confused, like what the heck does this heart mean? I have no idea, but I'm gonna get it and whatnot. I'm just gonna keep this person in my party until I know what it means, and then yeah, it's usually either I think it's usually a weapon or armor from the persona that had that conception. Okay, request from Elizabeth. The protagonist can receive requests from Elizabeth, who has taken an interest in the world he lives in. The request varies, ranging from few specific personas to deliver an item, and even unique ones like accompanying her else somewhere. Successfully completing these requests earn rewards, so it's worthwhile to actively take on these challenges. Sometimes like I mean these challenges could be really annoying. Like at least with a portable, like there's so much RNG involving like some of these requests. Like there are requests where, hey, get these items that are dropped by a specific shadow on these specific floors. The drops are randomized, so good luck. So hopefully they fix, like the drop percentage of, the dropped items, because that was just gonna be really annoying just trying to like, okay, let me get this item, and I'm wasting so much time just trying to get this, like, So yeah, hopefully the drop rate is fixed, and it's a bit easier to get the drop items. Alright, now in facilities. In Minato Ward, where the story takes place, I mean, not gonna lie, I have not heard anyone call it Minato Ward. Like they just call it like Iwatodai or Tatsumi Port Island. Never heard Minato Ward. But that could just be me, and I must have like either like it went over my head or I went one ear and out the other. But okay. There are various commercial facilities such as Palladium Mall, Yotodai Station, and Tatsumi Port Island Station. Each facility allows you to purchase items and engage in part-time jobs or self-improvement activities. So yeah, I got the mall here, the strip mall. I believe this is supposed to be the movies, karaoke, and Wild Duck Burger. Yeah, Wild Duck Burger. Almost forgot. Sorry about that. The popular commercial facilities Palladium Mall and the bustling Iwatodai Station, known for their eateries, attracts a crowd, particularly among the youth. Utilizing these facilities, increasing your social stats can lead to new encounters and connection with people. Okay, Tatsumi Police Station. Okay. At the police station located in the Palladium Mall, the protagonist and his companions can buy and sell weapons and armor. The officer in charge, Officer Kurosawa, is aware of the dark hour and sees activities. He provides weapons and armor to the protagonist and scene. So yeah, so initially you can only do like up front here, but now in Reload you gotta go to the back. So that is, an interesting change. And now we got a Bluebeard's Pharmacy. Looks fairly the same. A pharmacy located in Polonium Mall. Here you can purchase recovery items for use inside Tartarus. It's an essential place for preparing for exploration in Tartarus. And hopefully, it has some SP recovering items, cause yeah, this game barely has any of those. Okay, next up, Shinshodo Antiques. And remember, I saw like screenshots of like this, and people were going like, "Oh wow, she's hot now." And we're not gonna lie, she is now. In the antique shop at Polonium Mall, a former researcher of the Cathedral group serves as the shopkeeper. Here, you can create special weapons using items obtained from Tartarus or conception personas. Additionally, you can trade to receive rare items. Blue BV, or B Blue V or B Blue 5. One of the two. So a healing shop in Polonium Mall. Here you can help your allies remember skills they may have forgotten in the past. It's a useful place when you want to reevaluate team strategies or make adjustments to their abilities. So this is changed for Reload. So it was initially, I believe, a shop, an accessory shop. So now this is a place where, hey, have your allies regain lost skills. And that is, not like it sucks out, we're losing, an accessory shop place, but it might be going to the police station maybe. Not sure. I have no idea if it will, but it's a good idea that that you're able to regain old skills, especially if you accidentally like replace it with a skill that you didn't really want. So okay, it's a good idea. Maybe B Blue 5, B Blue V, whichever. We'll have both, maybe both recovering the skills and the sex accessories. But who knows? So now, how everyone spends their time. This is a feature coming back from Persona 5 and 4 Golden. By enabling the network feature, you can check the actions and choices made by players during after school or nighttime free period in classes. Utilize this feature during free time when you're unsure about what to do, and use it as a hint for your own actions. So yeah, so right here it's basically saying like, oh yeah, what do people do on their free time? I'm not sure what it says, but let me just pull this up here. See, is this it? Yep, there we go. So 6% regarding personas, 6% regarding the C's, and 88% revolving around the school, I believe. So something about the DVDs. I mean that's that's all I can read. I can't read any more of that, so yeah. And then we got some English game screenshots. Yeah, just like people saying, she's hot. What? They made her hot. So I mean, hey, good. Make it more hot. Yeah. Yep. The request. Good. Glad to see that the Hangouts comes back. Okay, so it's not dual fusions in English, it's dyad fusions. Just trying to see, oh, there we go. Normal spread, advanced spread, and scrying spread. Okay. So yeah, not bad. Oh yeah, and saw some people point this out that they added the the no weekend of resistance text to the persona, so it's not just the icons. We're just like, ooh, not gonna lie, it's gonna be kind of hard to know which one is which. So thank goodness that they put the text there. And some battle stuff. Don't look down at me. The third G attack for Ken there. Okay, so here we go. Now we have it in English. Social links. Spend time with Mutatsu. I was about to say, that's not how you spell Mitsuru. Tartarus. Went to Tartarus, defeat the fleet-footed cavalry. This is gonna be changing a lot, I bet. And daily lives made use of the Chagall Cafe, made use of Wild Duck Burger, play your arcade, study your room, something in bed. Alright, not bad. And let's see, guys, the keen eye. Okay, and okay, putting him summon. Yeah, and I do want to know, like, what does the blue card mean? Does that mean we already have it in our party, or is it something else? So, continuing on here. Okay, got the owner. Okay, so far don't see anything about about SP, but I believe like the value mentioned in the first aid kit is new. Those two, because we only had like medicine and medical powder before, so the first two are new. Yeah, added 50 HP to all party members. Yeah, that is that is brand new. That wasn't in the game. Okay, so now Kurosawa got all that. Station. Doing karaoke can raise up your courage. Concession, well, duck burger. Okay, now the missions of the requests. Okay, create persona that's level 13, but okay, that is just really generic. Okay. Shadow hunting milestone, treasure hunting milestone. Okay, so I think those are brand new requests, so probably about, oh hey, defeat X amount of shadows and open X amount of treasure chests or find X amount of treasures. That might be something. Experiment with fortune telling. Oh, I don't know what that one could be. But interesting. Welcome to the Velvet Room, yes. Jack Frost. Takami Mikazuchi. Okay, so yeah, here we're at the B Blue 5, and remembering the gold skills. Okay, and there we go. So that is one article. Glad to see more information about it. Little updates here and there. So yeah, okay, it would be cool, Persona Central mentioned, what the original B Blue V originally was, in portable and the PS2 version. So people can know, okay, this was how it was in the original games, and it's now currently this. And also, the Singapore Island, tell them, like, hey, the original, you talk to the cursor up front, now go to the back. So, again, like, letting people know that, hey, this is how it was originally, now this is how it is. But still, overall, great information about, what's happening with the new updates with the game. Again, it still looks absolutely amazing. Just like, we are less than 2 months away. We're less than 2 months out from this game being in our hands. So, ooh, guys, just hang in there. Just hang in there. But continuing on, we have some Persona 5X news. So, Persona 5: The Phantom X Tomoko Noge character trailer release. So yeah, it's been a good couple of months since we last heard about P5X. Something very concrete of P5X. So glad to hear more on it. So let's just get right to it. Perfect World Games has released a P5X character trailer for Tomoko Noge. Perfect World Games is currently running a pre-registration campaign. As 2 million has been reached, Tomoko Noge has been given out to players for free on all platforms following the public beta. Okay, so I was about to think, like, what do you mean it's giving out for free? Oh, you mean like, oh, it's gonna be giving out to the players, Oh yeah, once the game's out, hey, you get free you get her for free. Tonoko. Okay, so let's check this out. Let's see what gameplay is all about.
当時のポジションはキャッチャーだったよ。そんな風に見えない？
Boom, 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 boom.
後ろは私が
It's cute.
姿を現せペルソナデュオ。
Boom, boom.
やっ命中。
Oh wait, does she use twin knives? I mean that's what it kind of looks like. Yep. Just real quick. Yeah, twin knives. Well, not really knives, but twin daggers, right? Oh god, I was like, why the heck is my caps lock on? And then I looked at my my arm, my mic arm. It's like, oh wait, it's on it. Right. But yeah, nice little weapon.
やっ命中。今のうち
And using bows as her range weapon, pretty cool too. Remember, like, when was the last time? Oh yeah, Yukari. I was about to say, when was the last time we had a bow weapon user? And it was like, Yukari. Just like, oh yeah. Just hope that she doesn't say, I won't miss. or have her do say it just as a callback. Specifically if she's wearing Yukari's outfit. Specifically that.
歌えブラシムナ。
Okay, style user.
甘美な声を任された。
Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that splash right, that looks really cool. And not like the glass just makes her cute. She's adorable.
全力で行こう。みんなのおかげだね。
Shoot for the moon. Oh, that is really cool. Okay, I'm definitely getting a Robin Hood vibe from her more than more than Crow. Not gonna lie, he has a persona named Robin Hood, but she's more Robin Hood than him. Not gonna lie. All right, not bad trailer. Not bad trailer. It is. I'm very excited for Fan X because like it's about a new cast of characters. Yes, set in the world of Persona 5, but new characters. That is what I really love. And like with Persona 5 Tactica, not much is happening. Like without spoiling, I will say that the cast is just like it's the same, just nothing new is happening with them. And that's as far as I'm gonna say, just saying that, like, they don't grow. That's it. They don't grow in Tactica. As far as I'm seeing, just like no character development. So yeah. But hey, new cast of characters, new character growth. Perhaps, please. But yeah, hopefully we'll get a new more information about X hopefully in 2024, early 2024, please, as soon as possible. But yeah. Not next trailer, next article. So we have Persona 3 Reload Behind the Scenes episode 3, but also episode 4. So starting with episode 3, stars Shinji, Akiko's, and Mitsuru's voice actors. So following the second behind the scenes episode for Persona 3 Reload, featuring English voice actor for Ken, Fuka, and Igus, as West released a new video. This third episode features Grant George, Shinjiro in the original Persona 3. So I was thinking just like, is that Shinji's voice actor? Because I know Liam, because well, seen him around, especially in Critical Role, and Mitsuru Terraplat Nora with Yuri Lowenthal. So yeah, so that has to be Shinji. And we saw Ken's second voice actress in the second episode. So yeah. So the third episode in the series features Grant George, Shinji in the original P3, Justice Slocum, Shinji in Reload, Alejandro Saab, Akiko in Reload, and Allegra Clark, Mitsuru in Reload. So let's check it out. So yeah, I've never seen Justice before, so it's gonna be interesting.
What's wrong? Here's our chance. Let's wipe them out.
I'm all warmed up.
Another! On your knees!
Yeah, Allegra is
Shinjiro's
great.
one of my favorite characters to play, and I think it's one of fans' favorite characters as well. I'm Grant George. I play Shinjiro Aragaki in the Persona series.
Man, again, like this is like this my first time seeing Grant, in any form. Like I've never seen like a video like interview or something like them at all. I mean, that's probably because I haven't searched it out or it hasn't like come up. But dang, I don't know why I get Nolan North vibes from him.
I didn't know the popularity of this character until I decided to start doing
I mean, not gonna lie, I could Nolan North and Grant George could like just exchange kicks. I probably wouldn't notice.
cons. It was at a time in my life when I had a lot of things that were on the air, and I thought those would be the popular items that everyone kept flipping down. Shinjiro.
We got company. What's the plan?
I'm just trying to see what's on there. Okay, so says the first three is battle, Shinji and Line probably, and then narrative Shinjiro. I mean, I'm not sure why I need to have say Shinjiro there, but hey, I don't know. I don't know what's really happening behind the scenes, but okay.
My name is Justice Slocum. I play Shinjiro Aragaki in Persona 3 Reload.
Today we just had the rice and toppings. But you could add side dishes too.
He doesn't let off everything. He doesn't show all his feelings.
He's that guy in high school. We all know who he is, that mysterious guy. Nobody knows anything about him. He's sort of quiet. All the girls like him. The guys are like, who's this dude? How can I be like him?
He's a cool guy, so just give him some time and he'll warm up to you.
Crush him! Let's rumble!
I'm Alejandro Saab, and I voice Akihiko Sanada.
All I want is to be as strong as I can. I want to train hard and feel real pride in my strength.
Okay, that reading, that sounded good. That sounded all right.
Akihiko is a lot of things. I mean, he's obsessed with protein and making sure he's healthy, but
I mean, if you're taking from the Persona 4 arena and And like the Q sub, yeah.
He's an older brother who's loyal. He's got a heart of gold, and he really likes to fight.
I just wanted to learn how to fight with my bare hands.
Through all the boisterous charm he has, he's got this cool, suave demeanor to him, and he honestly doesn't care. He just wants to have a good time fighting. He's just a wholesome boy that wants to get stronger and wants to take care of his friends.
It's getting late. You'll find your room at the end of the hall on the second floor. My name
Allegra's great. She sounds great.
is Allegra Clark, and I am the voice of Mitsuru Kirijo in Persona 3 Reload.
Your things should already be there. Why don't you get some rest?
The biggest challenge playing this role was making sure that I wasn't making her too old. Mitsuru is so...
Bruh. I mean, she gets, hey, let's try not to make her sound too old. But Kagi just like, it's an acting choice.
mature, but she still has to feel 17. She still has to feel like a teenager.
Yes. Make him have the voice sound mature, but make sure that, she sounds, that age. She gets it. She gets it.
I'm sorry you had to witness something so disgraceful.
Persona is about unleashing who you are, who you can be, who you are on the inside. It feels very familiar to people. No one's trying to save the world in their real day, but everyone is trying to figure out who they are.
The castmates of Persona 3 are some of the great actors that we have working today, and some of the new cast that's come in is also a great cast. I work as a voice director as well, and some of the new cast I've had the opportunity to direct, and
I believe him and also the voice actress of Naruto is a voice director behind Reload too. I think they're married. I think they are. I can't remember to be sure, but I think that they are.
they're superb.
The Persona community is great. Like, the passion that everyone has, artists, the cosplayers, and just people that, like, played the game. They have so much love for, like, the series, and it's amazing to see it every time.
Oh gosh, people were so excited and see how beautiful everything looks and how smoothly everything plays. Their excitement for that also makes me really excited as a gamer too. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play this game. I'm so excited to play this.
I'm so happy for me and the rest of the cast, and I can't wait for fans to see everything. The best thing was getting to say Persona, because I just had the biggest smile on my face before I even got to say it. Then I said it, and then Val, the director, just was like, "You want to do it again?"
Yeah, Valerie. Valerie, what's her name?
You just want to do it again? And I was like,
Persona!
Persona.
Persona. But yeah, good behind the scenes, and I can definitely tell, they definitely, have the love of the games, showing. It's, good, seeing some, the behind the scenes stuff, hearing, the stuff that goes on there, and, and how they feel about all this stuff. That's, pretty cool, pretty awesome. But man, Grant is just like, Grant, oh man, like, I always hear his voice, but I never attach the face to the voice for all this entire time. Just I just don't, I just don't see his face. I just see the voice. Like another game that he's in, I know, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. He plays the second voice of Yuri in that game. He's a good actor in that game, but I just can't help but hear Shinji. Because because the original actor and for Yuri is Troy Baker. But Troy and Grant sound nothing alike, so I'm hearing, okay, I hear Yuri Lowell, and then I hear Shinji Aragaki, just like, ah. But yeah, Shinji, pretty awesome. and I know that the new cast are gonna or try to hit it out of the park as best as they can. But we heard just some clips of it. It's not the full thing, so just full judgment will be saved until after. All right, saved till after. Well, no. Well, oh, this sucks. This is horrible. No, we're gonna wait until the full release. But we still have the fourth episode, which I'm surprised that they released so soon after each other. But yeah, got episode 4. So yeah, the fourth episode has Michelle Ruff, the original Yukari, Cindy Robinson, the second Ken after well, from Persona 4 Arena onwards, Karen Strassman as Igus, and also Nanako, yeah, and Grant George. So returns to discuss the method behind giving life to their characters. You know, I wonder why they didn't bring up Yuri Lowenthal or or well, Terra Platt. Well, Terra Platt is already confirmed to be in here, but Yuri Lowenthal. We heard Yuri as Yukari's father in the game, but I feel like, they bring in, like they brought in Michelle, Cindy, Karen, and Graham because they're gonna be part of the game somehow. Like, they're not reprising their original characters, obviously, but perhaps, like, I doubt that Michelle's gonna be playing, Miss Toriumi, a second teacher in a row for her. I feel like probably a different character, same as Karen. Probably Grant will be Kurosawa, because he was Kurosawa, I believe, in Persona 4. If I remember right, Persona 4 Arena. So he probably is gonna come back for as Kurosawa again. Let me make sure, because I believe he was also June in the game too, the original game, and they sound similar. But where's that? Okay, so let's just search them up. The kind of voice actors pop up again. Grant George. Let's see here. Okay, seeing his photo on behind the voice actor is completely different from what we're seeing now. Yeah, let me just search up Persona 3. Well, let me go to games, and now Persona 3. Okay. Okay, portable. Yeah, he was Kurosawa in OG. Yeah. They really should update the character sheet, because they only have they have Kurosawa but not Shinji. So that is, or they could have just put under OG Persona 3. Yeah. So OG Persona 3, he played Graham played Shinji, Jin, and Kurosawa. So he's probably back as Kurosawa again. So that'd be pretty cool.
My experience with the Persona franchise, I feel like it's kind of been like a gift. With a lot of projects that I start initially, I don't realize the magnitude of the character.
The writing is so good. It's there, all you have to do is not get in its way. You're just kind of a vessel for it when the writing is so good. And that, I think, is what's been so great about the entire Persona series.
I'd say Igus is my most famous and beloved robot that I've ever played. I always tell people that I don't have a favorite, but she's one of my favorites.
As actors, voice actors specifically, I think we have to reinvent ourselves constantly. It's a challenge.
20 years ago, it was very much that cool voice, whereas now it's like really finding a way to make them incredibly human and relatable, even within the character.
I was told to keep her in a very real place, and I feel like being able to do that made a difference.
You listen with your heart and you speak from here.
That's when the best performances come out, is when you can draw from real experience.
Yep.
When you're drawing from something that's authentic, it comes through.
I've met many fans over the years that are Persona fans, and I still meet fans to this day who are huge Yukari fans.
Yukari's
It was
awesome.
interesting at the conventions for the reaction to Shinjiro and Persona, because there is such a fan base. People were dressed as my character, which was exciting. It's a crazy franchise. Who knew?
One of the beautiful key themes to Persona 3 is that idea of living life to the fullest. For me, as an actor, my highest compliment is people coming to me and telling me their life stories. One of the reasons why I do what I do and love what I do is, you know, as a little girl, I've always wanted to be able to touch people.
Persona fans feel this game deeply.
When people come up to me and tell me how a character of mine has affected them in a positive way, it makes me want to cry. Like, it's so incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Just like, your character changed my life forever. I mean, I'm not trying to play for jokes, but like that is, you know, kind of cool that, you know, that happens for some people. And, you know, pretty awesome, you know, hearing, yeah, you know, like how Persona 3 really changed, you know, how things, you know, went for them. You know, it's pretty great. Because, like, now, like, you know, like, it's mainly like Persona 3 that really, like, blew it out. Like Persona 3 walked, Persona 4 sprinted, Persona 5 ran. Essentially, kind of. Well, 3 walked, 4 sprinted, 4 golden, almost full run, 5 all the way there, kind of. But yeah, but I really hope we hear them in Reload, you know, just somewhere, just like, you know, oh hey, I'm this NPC. It's like, yes, they're still part of it. They are still a part of it. So let's continue on. So this portion of the podcast is sponsored by you, the patrons on patreon.com/CavePodcast. With as low as $3 a month, you can support me and the podcast with benefits such as exclusive posts, early access to the podcast, no in-video ads, your name scrolling in the video, and much more. So please consider supporting your boy over at patreon.com/CavePodcast. And now back to the show. Persona 5 series reached 10 million copies sold worldwide. Not like a specific game, just like the Persona 5 series. So 5, Royal, Tactica, Dancing. I'm not sure if they're cute and cute in it, but like that, like just the Persona 5 stuff, that is half of like the total sales of the Persona series. That is absolutely wild. And also there's a branding commercial. So, let's continue. And I saw this on Twitter like last week, and people were like, "Oh wait, yo, are they teasing Persona Innocent Sin?" Because not gonna lie, the color matches Innocent Sin's color. If I just look it up, Innocent Sin. I mean, like the colors look similar. me just get full image on that. I mean, it's sort of similar in color. So people thought, oh wait, you know, we're gonna be getting a Persona 2 Persona 2 remake, and I mean we really could, because it was tied for first place for Persona 3, both, you know, Persona 3 and the Persona 2 duology. So it's just like, oh wait, you know, it could be. I mean, they're not gonna announce it, but like, it'd be cool if they did. But hello, well, let's go down for a bit. Following the announcement that Japanese actor Jun Shishon will be appointed brand ambassador for the Persona series, actor Haruna Kawaguchi has now also been signed as the official ambassador for the franchise. 2 new TV commercials have been released featuring the 2 actors, which has begun airing in Japan as of December 15th. The first is the brand commercial Persona Innocence in Winter 2023. And the second is Another Me, featuring Persona 5 Royal and celebrating over 10 million copies sold worldwide in the Persona 5 series. Again, just Persona 5. The Persona 5 series has achieved 9 million copies sold worldwide as of June 2023. This constitutes approximately 50% of the total Persona series sales. Since then, the release of Persona 5 Tactica on November 17th was enough to push Persona 5 games into over 10 million sales. Consisted of Persona 5, Persona 5 Royal, Persona 5 Strikers, Persona 5 Dancing Starlight, and now Persona 5 Tactica. What if they included Persona 5 X as, you know, one of the sales too? I mean, there's just gonna be a lot. But here we got the little trailer. And I do see right there. I mean, you know, right from Tokuger, like I can see it, but I also see Kairi from Lupin Ranger. Like, it's a mix of the two. Well, let's check this out.
いつの間にか自分という名の仮面をつけて生きてきた。本当の自分それすらもわからなくなってる。いつか来る終わりに向かって毎日は続いていく。運命なんて信じない。でも何かを変えるには自分を変えるしかないんだ。傷ついたっていい。今という瞬間
I like this new
出会え
narration
た
of
仲
the
間と
song.
生きていたい。矛盾だらけのこの世界で絶望だらけのこの世界で
その傷はいつしか絆になる。
But you know, it's really fun. Like this is how like
Persona の世界へ。
like this is how like Japanese do their commercials. Just like how much of that was about Persona. Like, it was like literally it's literally up to the last 10 seconds of this commercial where it's like, oh yeah, this is about Persona. But this is how Japan does their like stuff. Like, first second Persona is, and then nothing they're probably talking about Persona stuff, but like nothing within from that first second, like second 2 up to second 50, just like nothing in Persona. Just 11 seconds of Persona. But I'm guessing this is wait. I'm guessing this is what they're saying in the trailer. No matter how difficult the experience may be, people can overcome them, grow, and form new bonds through new encounters. These wounds will eventually become a bond. This copy expresses such sentiments while embodying the word of the Persona series. The Persona games tells a story of fighting, resisting, getting hurt, and growing while deepening bonds with companions. The concept synchronizes not only with the world of the game, but also with the realities of our daily lives. It's a message that resonates, serving as a catalyst for those who haven't experienced Persona before. So now, another me to you who haven't experienced it. So, 30 seconds.
心は力、
仲間は絆。
どんな逆境にだって共に立ち向かう。
抗え、そして楽しめ。
仮面を脱ぎ捨てろ。
覚醒せよ、まだ見ぬ君へ。
Persona is another me.
Persona 5 The Royal.
ペルソナ。
Kind of wish, like, advertising was similar to this in the West. I mean, it's more, entertaining.
心は力、
仲間は絆。
どんな逆境にだって立ち向かう。仮面を脱ぎ捨てろ。
覚醒せよ、Persona 5 The Royal.
ペルソナ。
Yeah, just real quick to the point. In the game, the protagonists shed their former selves, symbolized by mask and confront challenges. By enjoying such a game, individuals can also undergo personal strength, and their real-life routines will shine. This message for everyone who plays the game. Yep. And I don't think we'll go over all this, but yeah, she gives Harna Kawaguchi gives a little message. And the making of the video, the commercials, key visuals and posters. Okay, so yeah, advertising Royal Tactica and Reload, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, the colors just look nice. Like, it looks amazing, and I mean the background is just like mirrored image of each other. But yeah. Not bad. Not bad, little trailers for the series. Just really hope that Innocent Sin remake is coming soon. But, yeah. Persona 5 selling half of the series. Maybe Persona 6 will sell another 10 million. So it's like, what? So like 50% is 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that like 50%, and then what, like 250%? I can't do fractions. I'm sorry. But again, celebrating 10 millions, Sejima released artwork for the Persona 5 series, reaching 10 million sales. So yep, following news that Persona 5 series reached 10 million, Alice released new artwork by Shigenori Sejima to celebrate. So yeah. Thank you for Persona 5 series selling 1 million units. 1 million copies. Thank you. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty nice. But man, 10 million with just Persona 5. Kinda wish the other series got as much love too, especially, 1 in the 2 duology, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, celebrate to celebrate P5R is on sale for 50% off on the eShop and store, PlayStation Store and Steam in Japan. So fortunately not here. So yeah, but again, 10 million sales. That's a lot. It's a crazy amount. So cool. That's awesome. So next up, we're leaving Persona 5 and the Persona series for a little bit, but we do got some metaphor stuff. We got metaphor, and also let me just put on back the audio. There we go. So Famitsu 1829 features Metaphor Refantasio. So Famitsu revealed the cover of the issue of Weekly Famitsu Magazine 1829, releasing on December 21st, 2023, which features the protagonist from Metaphor along with his companion Gallica. Galika? Still not sure how to pronounce that. The issue covers features a new illustration by character designer Shinjinori Sojima. The issue will contain an 18-page special feature which will include a developer interview with director Katsura Hashino and Shinjinori Sojima. The feature will also have the latest information for Metaphor. And I actually let's just do that so you guys can see the full thing. I actually bought a copy of that, so that should be in my hands sometime this week. So yeah, like as soon as I need that in my hands. I was like, okay, to Amazon Japan, here I go. So yeah, that's an easy way to like import stuff. So yeah, if you guys want to do that, hey, it's gonna be available on Amazon Japan. And yeah, so that is really awesome. You know, like the first time I bought Famitsu magazine, that was for the Kingdom Hearts anniversary 2-3 years ago. Now I'm just buying in for Metaphor. But it's been, a couple of days since the 21st, so obviously interviews has come up, and we do got that, and 2 pretty beefy interviews. So okay, so gotta prepare myself. Oh man, this is gonna be a long one. We're already an hour 20 into this, so yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah. Oh, this isn't from the interview. This is I didn't even go past down the first paragraph. But Alice West has released new information on Metaphor detailing the game's world, tribes, and initial characters. They also released a batch of English screenshots of the game. Okay. Ooh, Im's Den, a forest path long disused since the nearby colony was driven to ruin by monster attacks. Now the only inhabitants are raiding go-burns. Okay. So, story takes place in a nation consisting of 3 countries populated by 8 tribes called the United Kingdoms of Uchronia. For the player, it's a world of fantasy, but those living in this fantasy world naturally have their own fantasies. In this world, there's only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. In such a world, there's no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that have reached the heaven. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled, and in the law of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. So they want our world essentially. But our world is not like this. Once they come here, like, well, this is the same as our previous world. A fantasy envisioned by people living in a fantasy world, dreaming of a world not so unlike your own. Both players and the world's inhabitants think of each other's world as impossible, mere stories. But is it truly impossible? What is that makes us think that we can't change that? Anxiety. A simple concept and yet complex emotion that the game will explore. Only those who face their fear and anxiety have the power to awaken. Magic is a general term for a phenomenon that consumes magical power and causes effect and that defy the laws of nature. However, the inhabitants of Uchronia are unable to use magic on their own. Magic requires a special tool called an igniter, the possession and use of which requires a license. The protagonist and his friends awaken and begin to master magical powers that defy this convention and need for igniters. An archetype is a primordial secret power that awakens by facing your fear and anxiety. Put another way, it's an awakening of the nature of a hero that lies dormant in people's hearts. So there was I think like the last trailer we saw a glimpse of the protagonist essentially ripping out his own heart, and it seems like he was eating it. So is that like their way of like summoning this archetype by like ripping out your own heart and just like that's like, I mean, like, this is light story into people's hearts. That's the way you like, hey, here it is, you know, I'm facing my own fear when I have no idea, but just a random guess. Random guess. So, the 8 tribes. With humanity's transcending borders in real life, the game refers to those of distinct personalities and cultures as tribes, rather than races of a nation or ethnicity. The people who live in the UKE, I'm just gonna call it that, where this game is set, are divided by the concept of tribe. While they all have different physical characteristics, it is the cultural differences that come into focus within our story. The divisions that separate the tribes are primarily caused by their respective ideology and beliefs rather than physical differences and appearances. Such beliefs are things where people should be able to find common ground, and yet they live in reality where the feature is influenced by their birth. Okay, so the Claymore tribe, so I'm guessing it's him. The Claymore tribe composes the largest population across the Allied kingdoms. Their most distinctive features are the horns, which grows on both sides of their heads. So yeah. Claymores have a broad facial and body types, which has essentially made them average and common. Ukrainian royal family are Claymore, and members of this tribe hold a majority of important positions within the government. As a result, many Claymores internalize the belief they are the most preeminent tribe. Kind of seems like something in real life, huh? Claymore values freedom and dislike illogical restraint. They enjoy cultivating discussions, but they do not consider the situation or appropriateness of doing so, which occasionally leads to conflict. The Rustain tribe, so like elves, one of the most populous tribes of the UK, United Kingdom, second only to the Claymore. Long pointed ears are their most distinguished features. They often boast excellent physiques, which has given them superior martial prowess. Rustain women are stronger than most men of other tribes. Many inevitably work in the military and often hold key offices. They are considered as influential as the Claymore, and the two tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Many Rustain themselves on outperforming others in strength. Wait, I mean, not gonna like that doesn't make sense. Many Rustain themselves. But whatever. While this can be perceived as a self-discipline, competitiveness, on the flip side, there are many with a belligerent temperament, obsessed with proving a superiority in any situation. The Rog tribe, Rog tribe. A tribe whose members have long lifespans, some living more than twice as long as the average. Some living more than twice as long the average of other tribes. They age at the same pace as until adolescence, spending the remaining of their lives in middle and old age. Perhaps as a result, the Rohag tribe conjures images of the elderly in many minds. In a seniority-based society, the Rohag often hold high positions due to their long longevity. They place great value in eventually passing down their knowledge and purpose. So much so they're known to remember flavors as well as hold grudges for 3 generations. Though many Rohag have unique markings on their face, they are not born with them. They are a form of traditional makeup. Oh, okay. So all that's makeup. Okay, we don't have an image for this. Okay, Ishi, Ishika, Ishika tribe recognizable by their avian wings, as well as their almond eyes and long eyelashes. Uh, though the fewest in numbers of 8 tribes, they have a reputation for their intelligence, giving them a strong presence in bigger cities. Many find higher status in intellectual intellectual labor, such as scholars and sanctions and the like, making it not uncommon for Ishika to be wealthy. Due in part their regal stature, the Ishika are commonly admired. However, the act of speaking down on others have been ingrained in their nature for some, making it just as common for them to be resented. Media tribe, characterized by their iridescent eyes and hair, members of the Nidia tribe lack the conspicuously notable features of other tribes. They are known to be gregarious and talented at flattery. However, this temperament often leads to a reputation of being good with words, yet untrustworthy or eccentric. Okay. Parpus tribe. Tribe recognized by their bestial ears and a tail. There are many variations in their hair and skin colors, including cold-colored skin not seen in other tribes. They're physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving them a reputation of hedionism, for better or worse. They are drawn to parties and festivities, and while this happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, it can also be seen as recklessness. Due to this stereotype, they are looked down upon by other tribes, which prevents them from securing a foothold in politics despite being nearly as populous as the Ristane and Claymore tribes. The discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities. This seems like something in the real world. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing the connection. Mustari tribe. A tribe recognized by a third eye. They don masks and wear culturally significant attire, which many among the tribes find unsettling. Though their population isn't necessarily low in numbers, the Mustari are hard to come by, as most live in archipelago in the inland sea. As they believe in a unique faith, they are often targets of persecution outside the island, denounced as pagans. Oh, okay. Oh, and now we have humans. Oh, okay, so humans are a part of this. Oh, wait. Oh, no, humans are monsters. Oh, wait, I was just quickly skimming, wait, monsters. But, okay. The humans are designed based on work of, Hieronymus Bosch, a famous fantasy artist from the Renaissance era who's said to be the first artist that drew monsters on a world stage. Bosch was a mysterious artist with a fantastical and eerie style. Players can expect to be surprised and perhaps horrified by these foes. Oh god, we're fighting human guys! Humans are unknown monsters with bizarre forms who rampage through their surroundings indiscriminately, unlike any natural beast. Despite their berserk nature marking little signs of intelligence, they can wield advanced magic beyond the grasp of all sentient beings. Many aspects of their biology and ecology remain a mystery. Given their unnatural physical resilience, large specimens can wipe out entire armies. Okay, so look at the humans. Yeah, that is disturbing. So this is called the Homo Gorlio. Okay. A human that attacked a fortress located in the wasteland north of the royal capital Grand Trad. This fearsome monster single-handedly drove the fort's troops to total annihilation. Oh god, like these designs. Oh, the Homo Avatus. Venice. Bro, these designs are out of these world, literally. And you can see like a little person there too, just like what? A human with an indescribable eggshell-like body. Even among larger humans, this one is both enormous and extremely dangerous, capable of leveling a city. The only thing that the strange and irregular appearance of the humans have in common is the presence of what appears to be elements resembling body parts in their biology. I mean, you got the head there, and legs that was normal, then turned to tree parts there. And then you can see like people on top of the head. And then arms, just like the legs with knives coming out of it, just like, oh god, these designs just so wild. Alright, so now with the story. A world unlike our own, where 8 different tribes live in discord. This is the United Kingdom of Eucrotia. Okay, so founded by a hero king. Oh wait, hold on one moment. One moment. Oh, sorry about that. Just something came up. All right. So where were we? All right. So boom. Okay, so we are right here. Okay. So, founded by a hero king and eventually annexing its neighboring countries, Eucronia has been long governed by a strong royal family that inherited powerful magic. However, over the years, the kingdom has gradually fallen into corruption and is today torn apart by inequality and discrimination, its values in tatters. The kingdom's vast land is now infested with dangerous beasts and mysterious monsters called humans. Again, it's while the humans are evil. To venture outside the city is to risk one's own very life. With both the prince and the current king of Eucronia assassinated, the throne sits empty, and the kingdom reaches a tipping point of chaos and unrest. Prologue. Okay, the protagonist embarks on a journey alongside a fairy to break the curse. The protagonist is a boy of the Elder tribe, a minority detested and not recognized by others. Alongside his partner Gallica, whichever, he sets out to break the curse that has been placed on the kingdom's prince, whom many believe to be dead. There is but one way to break the curse, draining the life from the prince. Take the life of the person who cast it. On a journey across the vast land, the protagonist will encounter numerous individuals through the bonds he forms with them. He will eventually come to realize the true nature of the kingdom. It all begins with an incident that shakes the kingdom to its core. Introduction. World magic that ignites the tournament for the throne. More than 10 years have passed since the assassination of the prince, heir to the throne of the kingdom of the UKE. And now, with the king having succumbed to a fatal attack, the kingdom is in turmoil with no heir to set its course. Who will be the next king? Will it be the head of the state religion, the Sanctus Church, a lord of the neighboring principality, or perhaps the leader of the military? As expectations rise among influential figures with the eyes on the throne, a spell is cast during the king's funeral that no one could have predicted. Time is finite. Before my soul departs this benign world, there shall come a reckoning, a day of the hero. Upon that October day, whoever has truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to the throne, and crowned by a right of kings. The voice of the king. Voice of the king. The voice of the king, who all know to be dead, suddenly echoes into the sky. Upon the events of his death, he arranged a grand magic to allow all the citizens to compete for the throne through its final royal tournament. The people are cast into turmoil over this unprecedented event, unable to fathom a world where the people decide the next king. Amidst this chaos, the protagonist decides that in order to fulfill his mission, he must participate in the race. Thus begins the grand tournament for the throne that takes the entire kingdom by storm. Along his journey, the protagonist will find himself surrounded by a diverse group of allies and a grand adventure that will shape the future of the kingdom. Begins. Whew, that was a long one. But we've got some screenshots here. Great seeing some anime stuff, anime cutscenes. Oh god. Oh, please don't tell me he's gonna be put to death. Alright, not sure what's happening there. So yeah, this scene right here. So it looks like he's ripping out his own heart and it's gonna be eating it, and then that's how he transforms into an archetype. I mean that's probably how it works, right? Right, perhaps. Oh, we've seen them before. One of the party members. Oh. Wait, is that the grand magic the king was talking about? Is like is that the actual king? Ooh. It's ugly. Cute little pixie fairy. Ooh. Yep, seems like he's tested. Scheming man. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation? Not always. Oh. What the heck is you? Well, are you dead? Hope not. Okay, so now we're going to the characters. We've got our protagonist. Voice actor is Natsuki Hane. Together with the fairy Gallica, he embarks on a journey to lift the deadly curse placed on his childhood friend, the Prince of Uchronia. I mean, is it this guy? Maybe? He's a boy of the Elder tribe, tainted by people of by the state religion, who believes the Elder have inherited dangerous and heretical magic. Being so rare among the populace, they are detested and discriminated against throughout the kingdom. Gallica, voiced by Sumire Morohoshi. Not only a traveling companion, Gallica is the guide who helps the protagonist carry out his mission to save the prince. Although she is too small to participate in battle, her knowledge of magic and ability to sense magia is superior to the protagonist due to her fairy nature. She doesn't mince words, but she is a reassuring ally on his mission. In a discriminatory society, the protagonist joins forces with allies from across the tribes. Each has their own reasons for desiring a better world, influenced by the heroic embodiment that awakens in the protagonist, and they too awaken the same power and archetype. Okay, Stroll is his name. Voice actor Kensho Ono. He is a young man of the Claymore tribe who meets the protagonist in the recruitment center for the state army. Okay, so he's not the prince. A smart young man with a strong sense of justice. He hails from a noble family, and yet it seems his circumstances are complicated, as it is rare for normal to enlist in the army alongside commoners. Hulkenberg. That is just a weird name. Oh yes, this elf girl is named Hulkenberg because she is strong. Voice actress is Sarui Hayami, a knight of the Rustain tribe and former member of the royal family's Kingsguard, who serves by the prince's side. Despite her, or is that the prince? Is that the prince, perhaps? Despite her young age, she excels in the use of various weaponry and was assigned to personal guard of the prince. But when the prince was attacked, she failed to protect him and set out to wander, carrying the stigma of this failure in her heart. Hazeme, whichever. Voice actor is Akio Otsuka, a former knight of the Yugif tribe. He has a keen perception compared to most others, due to part to the Yugif trait of being sensitive to sound. With an appearance that greatly differs from other tribes, it's not uncommon for Yugifs to be discriminated against, and it seems Hazeme is no exception. His past, his own burden to bear. So here we got the full Japanese cast. Well, not sure it's a full cast, but a whole bunch of the cast. So here's the director's visionary statement. This work was created with a simple message that only by facing our anxieties can we take the first step towards. Only by facing our anxieties can we take the first step forward. As long as society continues to be a compromise composed of individuals, I want to believe in dynamism of creation that has the power to change someone. While tackling this genre for the first time, I came to realize that perhaps this is the original meaning of fantasy, and the reason why so many people have always been intuitively attracted to it. I'll dispense with philosophical talk for now by pointing out that unifying goal for the entire development team was for the player to have fun above all else. Thank you for your continued support. Atlas Studio Zero creative director Katsura Hashio. Yes, all games should have this goal. Fun above all else. Yes, you can have that philosophical talk about, hey, let's bring everyone together, no discrimination and whatnot, but like end goal has to be fun above all else. Yes. And we got some English screenshots, so oh man. Oh, I really like the color shading for Bolton here. No, Batlin, my bad. Oh, that's the result screen. Oh, that looks so cool. I know we saw like a real glimpse of it, like I think prior, but that looks nice. That looks amazing. Oh, okay, so I was thinking like, wait, why is this 2 XP? Okay, so EXP for our main character, and then A EXP is for the archetype. Okay. Okay, got some battle sub squad. Hulkenberg. Alright, so it looks like training, perhaps? Gallica. Reading a book here. Maria. Yeah, this party stuff is just really awesome. That looks nice. Yeah, so for 4-person party team, do we get different guides if Gallica is, perhaps selectable? Maybe. I mean, that'd be cool if we have different guides. And the menu, oh, the menu looks so cool. That looks so, like, the detail is just like, oh, that looks nice. Managed to win the hearts of the people with my speech. I feel like my eloquence has improved. So yeah, the stats of the game, eloquence is one of them. There's the walker there that transported you all around. The gauntlet runner. That's right. It's called the gauntlet runner. The humans, man. oh, I didn't realize, like, just hovering the mouse over it just like gives you like a little detail. Yeah, gauntlet runner. Oh, so like there's different parts of it that you can select to attack. Oh, okay. Interesting. Attack the wing or the leg. Oh, okay. I mean, I would go with, the legs first, to knock it down, because I doubt the wings would be able to carry the weight, God, the details on this, just like the type of enemies that we're gonna be fighting, that is just, ugh. And also, I see this here. Like, why is this here? Why are we seeing like this moon here? That's what I really want to know. Like, is it a lot like, like Majora's Mask, where it's just like, oh yeah, you can see the moon coming. Okay, so it seems like you can change the archetype here. So we see like Seeker, Warrior, Knight, and Thief. Okay. I mean, maybe Galga will get her own archetype, maybe? Perhaps? I mean, she may be small, but hey, maybe that archetype will cause, a huge change in battle. Nice, me. Okay. Squad. And like fast traveling, well, not fast traveling, but like surfing on a sword. That's who would have thought of that? I mean, probably someone has already did that, but hey, this is the first time I'm seeing it. And get more traversal around town. Oh, this was a long article, going into the detail of the story, hearing some of the the different the tribes about. We don't see all of them, but seeing some of them, like, ooh, this is really interesting, and basically how kind of relates to to the real life stuff. It's like, ooh, I see where they're going here. I can connect the dots here. But yeah, this is gonna be an interesting take from Alice. Wonder like if it will actually like wonder like how like this will all end up. Hopefully it does good. Hopefully the whole story pieces all together. But we got 3 more things. Well, more like 2. But yeah, let's go with the interview. Yeah, this is a slightly shorter one, but almost the same page, same page length. Metaphor Repaint Studio developer interview on different tribes and art direction. So yeah, this is from the 1829 Famitsu article. So let's just get right into it. 8 tribes gathered around the protagonist. The release date has been announced for fall 2024. The game's details are gradually being revealed. It seems it'll be an RPG with quite unique elements. Hashino, I hope I have in line your, I hope I heighten your expectations. Nowadays, reality is often unreasonable, and there's a tendency to say that ideals are ultimately just wishful thinking. And if one upholds justice, conflicts are not easily resolved. Nonetheless, I think in modern times, we need to form some ideal. Since there is something that varies with each individual's perspective, this also works this work also does not adhere to a simple structure of what values are right and wrong. Rather than insisting on or blindly accepting the current state of the world, I hope players will encounter various tribes and characters during their journey, and that they will take home with them the emotions that arise within. Are there elements that might resonate with one's own beliefs? Hashino, in the synopsis that have been introduced, it hints the entity that assassinated the king and the prince, becoming the main character's antagonist. However, it's possible that one might feel that there is some truth in what the enemy is saying. I always wanted to create a story where, unlike the clear-cut dynamics of children versus adults, or good versus evil, depicted in the Persona series, one can understand the other side's ideology. The protagonists also have their own sense of justice, but in a sense, it leans towards an ideal, while on the other hand, the thought of the opposing enemies seem more realistic. The struggle between those two, in a way, becomes a central theme. Scheming Man. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it powerless creation? I feel like this would be something like at the very beginning of the game, like similar to like oh man, what's that game? Like well, I would say like similar to like how Kingdom Hearts 1 is just like, oh, answer these questions and determines like, oh, how things will happen throughout the game, something like that. But oh man, I can't really put my finger on it, like what game I'm like thinking of. Dang, like if it comes back to me, I'll bring it up. It seems that the 8 tribes are going to be deeply intertwined. Hashino, their interracial issues are quite deep rooted, but the protagonist, driven by a vague sense of justice, simply wants to help everyone in need. That's why individuals who might be considered odd within their own tribe due to various circumstances are influenced by the protagonist and end up joining the journey. Eventually, the party is formed with a mix of tribes from the perspective of the people in this world. It might appear as quite a peculiar group. I guess we're gonna get all 8 tribes together, basically be like, see, we all work together, so why can't you? Like, kind of thing. I feel like that's gonna happen. So, just reading the introductions of each tribe makes one curious about what will happen if these tribes embark on a journey together. The tribes in this work are unique to it. What intentions lie behind their creations? Hashino, in the real world, people often have labels attached to their personalities, like conscious, indecisive, or obsessed. If Alice is to create a fantasy like no other, instead of basing it on classic beings like elves or hobbit, we want to imagine races that somewhat resonate with real world labels. I mean, yeah, I mean, so some things we saw in the last article, which is like, oh yeah, that kind of resonates in real life. So yeah. This meant creating races that haven't been seen or heard in this genre before, and I think Sojima had quite a challenge with that. Sojima, it was especially difficult in the beginning. First, we started by designing the races based on the world and setting, and since we could differentiate them endlessly in terms of appearance, sometimes I find myself drawing something like a lizard person. However, as the scenario developed simultaneously, I began questioning whether players could emotionally connect with the characters that were such eccentric sub-races. The biggest challenge was to make the designs both visually appealing as characters and easily distinguishable in terms of racial differences. I mean, yeah, I mean, just like from here. Okay, one has side horns, one's a pixie, one has long ears, and one's tan with different color eyes. Did you design them taking into account other people's labels in addition to the world and setting? Sojima? Indeed, that's the difficulty we face, but it would have been much harder to simply design 8 shrines with no limits. There's no clear answer, and it might have been it might have become a pursuit, a pursuit of just being different from traditional fantasy. I often had discussions with Hashino about the viewpoint that even elves and dwarves depicted in the Lord of the Rings represent a microcosm of the world at the time the work was released. Designing the characteristics and inner aspects of each tribe was precisely the approach suitable for metaphor at this time. Is this also true for the designs of the characters joining the party? Sojima? Regarding the designs of the characters joining the party, it's a similar process. The companions are considered outliers even within their own shrine. But we were not specifically focused on this in terms of design. For example, Shoal has a noble-like emblem on his back. In the concept art, we portrayed him with expressions suggesting a high self-esteem, capturing the essence of the Claymore tribe. However, when we actually meet him in the game, his words and actions reveal a different side of him compared to the others. Okay, so no, so it's probably the opposite maybe. Like, he doesn't really have high self-esteem, he's just like, oh man, I'm so scared about what's gonna be happening. I see. The protagonist who welcomes them also seems to exude a different feeling compared to the protagonist in the Persona series. Sojima. In the Persona series, I consciously designed characters with a hidden side that seems to harbor something within their minds. However, for this game, I lean more towards the infusing ideals. I envision drawing a protagonist who is pure and innocent, thinking it would be nice to have such a character in this world. How would you describe Gallica's role? Hashino? In terms of the journey, Gallica plays a classic role by guiding the protagonist and instilling common sense in him, who is unfamiliar with this world. Just like the protagonist Elder Tribe, fairies are considered rare beings in this world. Gallica, with a somewhat whimsical demeanor, takes care of various things for the protagonist, and her language has a modern vibe, adding to Gallica's personality. Sojima, her appearance deliberately embodies the conventional fairy look. It might be a bit cliche, but if I were to create a fantasy, I would definitely draw fairies. Yep, fairies are guaranteed in fantasies. Okay, so the cover illustration for this issue, drawn by Sojima-san, features the protagonist in Gallica. Gallica perched on his shoulders looks so cute. Sojima, she often rides on his shoulder in the story, so I'm glad you feel that way. Since this is a completely new title, I want everyone to remember the phases of the protagonist and Gallica first. So that's why I made this composition. Okay, so that goes from that interview about about the 8 tribes of the protagonist. But a pretty intriguing, wanting to okay, well, let's have them design basically new races for this story, or races that haven't been really much seen in media as often compared to others. Oh yeah, we see a whole bunch of elves, paladins. Well, paladin isn't really a race, but orcs, all that stuff. So bring something new to the table that we haven't seen before. And of course, try and relate that back to the modern times. I see where they're going with this. So, using external artists to further expand the world. External artists. Okay. In this work, external artists from outside of Alice has been enlisted for the concept arts design for the armored tank. Before delving into that topic, could you first explain what the armored tank is? Oh yeah, so that's what they were talking about. So they're talking about, oh yeah, but they got someone from from Evangelion. They got someone from Neon Armada to help out with some of the designs of the game. To put it simply, it's a massive vehicle used for purposes similar to a mobile home or a trailer house. The Persona series' specific locations serve as the protagonist's activity bases. However, in this game, we travel to various parts of the kingdom. We need a means of transportation to move to distant locations. Inside the armored tank, there's a strategy room, sleeping quarter, kitchen, and even appliances like washing machines and vacuum cleaners. Okay, so this is basically the loaders. What was it again? Let's get back. Where was it? Where were we saw you? The Gauntlet Runners, yeah. So while being a tank, it also fills with a sense of daily life. It sounds like a lot of fun. Hashino, Although there's a mechanism that allows you to move instantly to places you've visited before, I want to bring out the enjoyment and realism of the journey when heading to unknown destinations. We'll provide more details in the future updates, but there are various activities you can do while moving in the army tank. How you spend the days until you reach your destination is entirely up to the players. So now, I am very curious, like, how will time move during, the travel from one place to another? Like, are they doing, like, again with the persona round, like, okay, like, this day you have basically like 3 events: day, evening, night. You do whatever stuff you can within that time, and then, oh hey, yep, go to the next day, and you're still on the road, so you do something else. So is that what they're planning to do here? Additionally, while looking at the scenery from the deck during travel, you might see villages along the way, expanse of sea depending on the route end. Occasionally, monsters might attack. The areas outside of the cities are quite dangerous, and it's not an environment where travelers can move on foot. Many characters have this armored tank. However, it's usually powerful figures like nobles who who own these vehicles. Okay, so it's probably Stroll who's able to guess this, or Hulkenberg. And the design concept is being handled by Ikuto Yamashita, correct? Hashino? When we were discussing the idea of getting external artists involved to provide a fresh perspective instead of just Alice in-house team, Sejima brought up Yamashita's name. Sojima. Yamashita has not only been active in the works like Evangelion, but he's also drawn illustrated for Dark Whisper, marine adventure science fiction manga set in the near future. I have never heard of it, which left a strong impression on me. I personally have a lot of respect for him, so I was delighted that he could join us this time. What did you convey to Yamashita-san for the design of the armor tank? Rather than doing something like asking him, please design this kind of vehicle, we first explained the world's background, what kind of engine people uses, and so on. Once Yamashita understood and felt comfortable with concept, we concluded the discussion. Soon after that, we received the design proposal. Okay. Oh. Ooh, this was back in 2019. Oh. Dang, so again, like, this game has been in production, well, it seems like pre-production for a while. But, okay, that's an interesting, concept design. Not sure, what this says, but I'm guessing, like, something like, oh yeah, they color, the tank, so it could be, unique or something along like that, right? I have no idea. But it seems like, like the top here is like, or like this is like the head, and like down here is like the mouth, something like that. That's what I'm seeing from here. I mean, let me know in the comments below if you guys see that as well. Sejima, if I had been the one designing the armor tank, I might have been conscious of creating a vehicle within the constraints of the world. Considering the people's technology and civilization levels, that would be, in a sense, limiting myself when designing. However, when Yamashita manifested it with a different approach, not constrained by such considerations, I was excited to see what kind of creation would emerge. When I saw the design proposal, I learned a lot from the dynamic and free-thinking approach he took. Ashno, we were also inspired by that, and our perspective when thinking about the design of the buildings, clothing, and other elements expanded even further. How was it working with Kazuma Koda, who worked on the concept art? Since this is a fantasy rather than a modern drama, we thought it would be better to ask someone with a proven track record in this genre for the art design rather than creating it within Alice. Koda-san is someone who has demonstrated exceptional talent at a young age. We expected him to create powerful art for his work, and he has created a considerable number of artworks, and including important locations seen in the story. Yeah, this is yeah, and the art is freaking amazing. But like, I'm liking how Alice is like, okay, let's try to get some outside views on this, like our outside artists to like help with this game, so it's not just like, oh yeah, just a typical Alice stuff, but like getting someone from Nier, getting someone from Evangelion, that is just like, that is good. I mean, it would be not gonna lie, uh like if we see like a Persona game like with like art from like Kodaka, like the person from and like from Danganronpa, or like oh, it features like puzzles design, with or like a story with the help of Uchikochi from 999 Zero Escape series. That would be really cool. That'd be really awesome. So continuing on, Sojima. In the case of modern dramas, there's a certain common understanding of what the world is like. So when preparing art settings, it is often depicted some special place. However, in the case of fantasy, you have to construct the entire world from scratch, and the scale is required is different. Concept art that conveys power and persuasiveness when depicting the world from a detached viewpoint is needed. And Koda was just the person who we saw for that. A solid lineup indeed. Moreover, Sojima-san, seems you have put a lot of effort in this title while still working on the Persona series. You must have designed a significant amount, including tribes, characters, and archetypes that we are looking forward to hearing more about. Sojima, the amount of artwork, including the ones it's grabbed, is no joke. In the Persona, in series like Persona, there's a motivation to meet expectations of the fans, but for a completely new IP like Metaphor, I have to confront the question of what do I do? What do I want to create? Creating something you want also means not being able to externalize those reasons, so it can be challenging but also rewarding. When the creator seems to be enjoying themselves, it raises the anticipation for those eagerly awaiting the release. Hashino, I hope you can look forward to it. This is a completely new title, but it's also culmination of all the experiences and know-hows we've accumulated over the years, carefully crafted and polished. I hope you can join us in 2024, celebrating the Alice brand 35th anniversary as we take on this challenge of creating a new game. Oh. Ooh. Man. Oh. Yeah, just yeah, I am loving their approach with just like the whole designing of the game. Like it's great that they are going going outside the circle a little bit, just getting help from other people to help build this game up. Because like I wonder like what the game would be like if they didn't do like bring in outside help. Would it be just your typical, oh yeah, I expect this from Alice, typical. But like seeing them do this like that is really great. That is awesome. And and hearing how they're going with the designing the characters, having labels with the with the tribes and whatnot. It's pretty awesome, pretty great seeing all this. There's probably more stuff. I doubt this is the last article coming up. For like it was said like it was 18 pages of metaphor. But I'm guessing like there are pictures within it, so that's how it expands to like 18. But there's probably gonna be more coming out in the coming days. But we have one last-ish article. Back to Persona. Yes. And we've been going on for like more than 2 hours. We're getting close. Persona 5 Phantom X test is announced for January 2024 for Taiwan, Macau, and Hong Kong. So yes, more China testing. All right. So you would play World. You would play World. I think the publisher for Persona 5 X in Taiwan, Macau, and Hong Kong have announced that they will be holding their second closed beta test. The second closed beta test, the FAM test for the game between January 22nd and January 29, 2024. The first beta test was held from August 21st, 2023, and contained the same content as the Awakening test, held by developer Perfect World Games at around the same time. It is therefore likely that Perfect World Games will similarly hold their third beta test concurrently with this test. 1,000 players will be invited to participate in this test. The FAM test will include additional story chapters and will add digital FAM-themed characters, cards, and club minigames. Morgana will be made available for players during the beta test, and a trailer showcasing him has been revealed. Okay, so let's check this out real quick. Alright, well, let's go through that one more time. Just like, bring me like, what's happening? Like, is that his like special attack or something? I'm guessing it is, but like, huh? I mean, was there a need for him to transform into the car? Oh, I guess, okay, so transforming into the car to tackle the shadow, and then come up. Okay, I was thinking like, okay, does the car starting into the battle? Is that something else? Alright, okay, not bad. And then trailer for Tomoko Noge, which I believe we already saw here. Let me just check. No, 24 seconds, so. Oh wait, hold up. I noticed something. Yo, wait. The Incubus has their schlong. It's back. They put back the schlong. So I'm guessing they're listening to feedback then. But wait, what was it? The schlong that was gone and then put on pants, or was it just that they just put on pants for him? I think they did take out the schlong. But hey, it's back. Alright, great seeing that. Okay, so the Phantom X will be showcased at Rainbow Gala 30th Fan Exhibition between December 23rd, which has already happened, and 24th, already happened, held at the Kowloon Bay International Exhibition Center in Hong Kong. Not gonna lie, I thought I didn't realize that Kowloon was actually a real place. Like, I remember seeing it in like Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Like, oh, that's a cool place, But I didn't realize that was an actual like real name. Attendees will have the opportunity to qualify for the beta test. Okay, and awesome new artwork for the pro tag there. Very nice. Let me just scroll down a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, that looks really awesome. And not gonna lie, I do like how it's more sunglasses than, you know, an actual mask. That looks pretty awesome. That looks nice. But yeah. Yeah, so we're just gonna call it here because we are 2 hours in this. I knew that interview was gonna be a long one, but I didn't expect, you know, 2 back-to-back ones, like from the Alice West side, you know, of all places, having the longest article. And then I knew, like, you know, the Famitsu one's gonna be long, but it's a longy. But yeah, we're just gonna call it here, and the last thing I want to talk is like, hey, happy holidays. Oh, from Tsushima, just like, hey, happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone, because, hey, recording this on Christmas. But, yeah. Oh, man. Love taking in the news of Persona and Metaphor, Persona 5X, and Reload. They're all just too good. Just too good to handle, you know? But before we get off, of course, we got to think of the patrons. You know, guys are awesome. They should be scrolling on the screen now. Hopefully, hopefully you guys check out the patrons. Patreon.com/cabapod, Cabe Podcast, whichever. Links will be in the description below. I had a brain fart there. Ugh. Yeah, so they should be done scrolling on screen now. But yeah, thank you guys for your support on there. It is absolutely great. And also, yeah, the stuff that we're getting, it's like they're really ramping up. Obviously, Persona 3 Reload stuff, coming in less than 2 months. We're getting hyped for that. Getting real excited for that. Real, man, can't wait to see more of Phantom X. More information is coming soon next year. Whoo. But yeah, we're just gonna call it here. Don't want to go over 2:30. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share with our friends. Check out links in the description below for all my social media links. And you know, I really hope that I was clicking on the mute background stuff and not my own mic this entire time, because it's just like, oh, that would have been bad, because I was just like, okay, just hit background, you know, boom, because like I'm just looking at like the toggle and not just like the tags on there. So well, hopefully all that's been doing good. Please. This would be a really horrible episode and just like a really short one. So yeah. But if there's no episode that's coming out this week, hey, that's the excuse. Hey, I'm taking a winter Christmas break, you know. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all our friends. Check out the description below for all the social media links. You know, my personal stuff and the Cafe podcast stuff. And I'll see you guys soon with the next episode of the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. I will see you guys next time. Later.